protagonist is riding a Honda XRE 300 Rally. In the distance, we see the fugitive escaping at full throttle on a Honda Titan. Quickly, within 150 meters, he gets behind the fugitive's motorcycle, which has 2 individuals on it. The fugitive is erratic on the throttle, making the pursuit very difficult. Their riding is at the limit, starring in one of the most intense chases you'll ever see. The suspect decides to do something crazy. He starts fleeing on the sidewalk. This could end badly, and very soon. The passenger decides to jump off the motorcycle mid-curve. Incredible clip. This chase has it all. The police officer seems to enjoy the chase and decides to give the fugitive a head start by doing a wheelie at 70 km/h on his Honda 300. The officer seems to provoke the suspect. And suddenly, the fugitive's motorcycle's rear wheel loses grip due to water on the street. Tension and risk escalate. The fugitive starts signaling people to help him and obstruct the police officer. Suddenly, a patrol car and a lone police officer appear ahead, but the fugitive decides to ram them anyway. Suddenly, the fugitive decides to risk it all again by going onto the sidewalk, where he escaped earlier, making the chase enter a new phase. Are his friends waiting to help him? The officer keeps doing wheelies, giving us a movie-like chase. Pay attention ahead, the officer kicks the fugitive. The fugitive fears the officer, who is yelling like crazy while lifting his front wheel. And suddenly, he makes a clever move, shielding himself behind a truck. But he didn't know there was another patrol car waiting behind it, and he falls off the bike. Now the chase continues. The suspect is finally subdued and apprehended. This final clip is very bizarre. The confiscated motorcycle. This chase had it all. The officer celebrates by revving the confiscated motorcycle. Let's watch another new, impactful video from Brazil. Again, we have a Honda XRE chasing a Honda Titan. An impressive fall by the fugitive, who gets up as if nothing happened and keeps escaping. Let's watch it again. The chase continues on foot. The officer gives up. The fugitive managed to escape and returns to the spot where he crashed his Titan. The impact of the motorcycle against the building causes it to start crumbling. The officer begins to report what happened, and they locate the owner of this blue Honda Titan, who was unaware it had been stolen. Finally, the police return the motorcycle to its true owner, but the alleged thief managed to escape. Next chase, the same officer from the previous video aboard his Honda XRE 300 Rally, again pursuing a Honda Titan. The officers were patrolling when they encountered this Honda without a license plate and with a passenger not wearing a helmet. They signaled them to stop, but they fled. How will this sequence end? Tense moment at almost 100 km/h when the officer corners them, and there's a large vehicle stopped directly ahead. The passenger isn't wearing a helmet, and in a collision she would be the most vulnerable. The chase is at its peak tension. The situation is very dangerous. The Titan's rider decides to surrender under police pressure, stating that the motorcycle isn't his, but belongs to a friend. Both ended up arrested. The officer proceeds to identify the Honda Titan's chassis number. The motorcycle had a warrant for its seizure. It was stolen. The police recovered it and returned it to its owner. Here are 2 more videos like this for you to keep watching, and you can subscribe to be the first to see our new weekly video. Thanks.